everyone, and welcome to Teaching Natural. My name's Dare. I'm a fourth year high school English teacher, second year AVID teacher in SoCal or Southern California. Today is classroom setup day 4. It is Wednesday, July 28th. Yep. If it's not that day, editing me will put that in there. Today is going to be all duplicating requests, really. My school teachers don't make their own copies. We put them in the duplicating folder with any paper that, like specialized paper that we want it printed on, as well as how many copies we need. Is it double-sided? Things like that. So I have a lot of things that need to be copied for the first day of school or like the first week of school. So I'm going to go ahead and get those duplicating lists made. I will do a second coat of the bookshelf, but I'm not going to film that just because you've seen me paint the bookshelves 2 days now, so you don't need another one. And then I will be doing a lot more smaller things around my classroom. You'll see as I go through. So let's get started. Okay. Gang, we ran into a snafu. The duplicating bin is full, and I need to turn in all of these things for duplicating. We have to provide, if we want colored paper, we have to provide it. So that was a little frustrating, and I'm trying not to get nervous. I know I have plenty of time before school starts, but I really want to have my copies duplicating made before everyone else so that I don't have to worry about it. And that is my type A personality. So that is probably the only thing I don't like about my school, is that I'm not allowed to make my own copies. I have to turn them in for duplicating, and the duplicating bin is full. So I'm going to hold on to these in my room today, and then tomorrow I'll see if the duplicating bin is cleared, meaning that she got to all the duplicating that was turned in before mine. And then if it is clear, then obviously I just put my duplicating request in there. If it's not clear, I need to find out where we put our duplicating request once the bin fills, because I need this stuff for the first week of school, so I don't want to get caught up behind everybody else. All of the table labels have been replaced, and so you saw me using just this old gift card for JCPenney's to remove the old label and to smooth down the label once I put it on. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the number of desks on the board, so like 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to write which tables have that many desks, so that when I'm making the supply packs, I know how many I need to make and how many students to include in each one for each table label. Just a heads up, for those of you who might need mini whiteboards and your school can't get them in time or you can't find any, Dollar Tree has these adorable little paddle whiteboards. They are in the teacher section, so you'll see them. And I just bought 40 of them, so $40. And my students love these. They're actually pretty durable for $1. Yeah, a little piece of the dry erase is coming off, but you could either get dry erase tape or just buy extra. I'm pretty sure I have more than 40 just as an extra precaution. And then Dollar Tree has a pack of 4 dry erase markers, and these have lasted at least 2 years. I do need to test all of these to see which ones are dead, but every time I have students use the paddles, I'm like, all right, test your marker while I'm passing them around so that they're playing. They've got something to amuse themselves with. And then also at Dollar Tree, these are just microfiber cloths, the big ones. You can find them in the automotive section. And then I just bought them. I think maybe 4 come in a pack. So then I just cut them into squares, and these are their erasers. You can take them home and wash them if you want. As long as they're not like super nasty, like biohazard nasty, I just leave them in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Ziploc gallons to put enough paddles for each group, and then I will stick them in this wider one that is not divided. Once I get these sticky notes and glue sticks and stuff like that, those will be going into the smaller divided sections. So you'll see me do that. And that was super easy. The tape, this is why I love painter's tape. It's one of my classroom essentials. It came up super easy. I do see that it is dipping in the center here. Do I care? No. Because looking at it now, that's already 3 pieces that I jagged together. So if I look at it long enough, it might irritate me, but honestly, are my students going to care? Not really. They barely look over there anyway. It's kind of for my own health. On this side, where the schedule is, I am going to write bells right on top of the period sign, and then this side is going to be regular bell schedule, and that side will be the minimum day schedule. Am I fooling myself into thinking I can write that small? Absolutely. I write very big, which is why I have so much space over here, because my handwriting is just big. But I'll probably write it, 5 times. It'll get on my nerves, and then I'll be fine with whatever it turns out on the 6th time, and I'll be just like good enough. So now that I have all of this space ready to go, now I can officially work on that space as my library space. These graduation heads for Avid are going to go on this whiteboard over here because I'll have more space. I got to put that UC Riverside banner back up. But yes, so book of the month stuff will go right here. Now that I have it up, I'm going to go ahead and put the command hook for the library checkout up there. And then I don't know if I want to put the magnets on the back of the library checkout and genre, like the book of the month sign there. There's my finger. There it is. Book of the month side. It has magnets on the back of it, and all of these period labels for all of the classes, and then lunch will be that space right there. All of the period labels have magnets on them. So I'm not sold on the idea of putting magnets on the back, but I also don't want to waste tape. Oh, and I need to put my National Suicide Hotline sign back up. So let me do that. Alrighty, so I have everything up for this library section. I've got my book of the month sign, I have my library genres sign, and then the genres that tell students which sticker color goes with which genre. That way, when they're looking for books, they can look it up right here. I have my library checkout, and I will put the sign up sheet here, as well as a pencil that is on yarn so that they don't always take my pencils for this. And I'll show you what the library checkout sheet looks like when I get started. And then I have this thermometer here for right now. It's much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm probably gonna cut, I'm gonna definitely cut the excess off down here. And then there is some space between the little ribbon up at the top and where the thermometer also actually starts. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that and then glue it so there's not so much space. That way the thermometer is a little bit higher. And so what this is for is that all of my classes collectively set a pages goal. And I go by pages because some people choose to read bigger books or longer books, whereas some people read shorter books. So we set a page goal, and then every week I keep track of where we are as a collective class, so that hopefully we hit our page goal the first semester, and then we set a new page goal for the second semester. And if you want me to do a video on reading logs and things like that, I can totally do that. But this is really just them setting a goal, helping them get back into reading, because many students check out of reading in like 5th grade. Like they'll read Captain Underpants and Wonder in the 5th grade, and then that's basically all they read until I get them in high school, and then I have to build up their love of reading again. So this is just a fun way to say collectively as a group, how much are we reading? It is 1:54, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Today has been a productive day, even though it doesn't necessarily feel like it's been productive. The biggest thing was to get those duplicating requests done, and I did get them, even if they're sitting over there on my desk. I will make sure that I get them into the duplicating bin so that they can be duplicated. As I look around my room, it really is coming together. I think I only need 2 more days to really get everything that I can get done now. There are a lot of things I can't do until we get our finalized class list. So waiting on that. And then with our master schedule class list, then also comes what periods I'm teaching, so I can actually plan all of that stuff. So tomorrow when I come in, I'm going to be doing the caddy organization. I'm going to finish the file folders. I do need to go to Staples and get more of the plastic inserts for those, and then I'll finish that off. I'm going to seal the bookshelves tomorrow and then leave them to dry over the weekend. Then I can put the books back on. And, I'm also going to put on my desk labels tomorrow and finally clean my teacher desk. I keep putting that on the list and somehow it keeps not getting fully done. So yeah, that's a rundown. Friday will be the last dry run. I'll have all the nitty gritty things printed out, like my bathroom sign-in sheet. The library checkout will get printed on Friday. And I probably have like a few more little things that need to get printed and put away on Friday. But for the most part, I should be ready to go by tomorrow so that like if students had to come in the next day, like I would be able to function as a teacher. And then once I am completely done with classroom setup, I will do a classroom tour video that will be separate from a classroom setup video so that you can see the whole process. So thank you for coming on this journey with me as I set up my classroom and as I document everything so that if I have to take down my classroom or when I have to put things away at the end of the school year, I remember how I had everything set up. So in the meantime and in between time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.